It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. A couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going play action. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's tackled for no gain. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after, off and good by Narvison. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Narvison has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's a pickup of 9. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Gets it to him on the screen. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. This is Trujillo to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds with some outstanding field position right at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Working now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 6 and a first down as well. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go now.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. Back-to-back runs, yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. 3rd and long for him here. Spins out of one side. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Narveson has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sending him on the dive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here we go. Start.
Air it out on 3rd. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away.
And taken. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll run here on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll get it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10. It's McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They gain 11 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Another throw here for McCarthy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Kick by Trujillo is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Through the 2nd level at the 40. Up to the races, middle of the field. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Narveson will tap on the extra point. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Narveson has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Vikings make it a one-score game before halftime. This is Trujillo to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4.
Vikings 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Buying some time left. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Let's see what they went with. Third down.
Get it. Ready.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. Good running. He rips off about 7, but they're still short. Fourth down coming up. Minnesota spends its second time out here. They're out now, ready to punt it.
Fourth down.
And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 32-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
The Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Looking to throw. All in left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Austin makes the grab downfield. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. From the shotgun, McCarthy. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And this will reach the end zone for Detroit. Touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Hits his running back. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's the long back on the handoff. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Ball down by Christian Izien.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he cuts it back right. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the third.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the 2-point attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the 2. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Vikings 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive.
35-yard line.
Okay,
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Got it. Ready.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Caught quick right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Gibbs now from the gun. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Viking 18.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions hold an 11-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Point after up and good by Narvison. And the Lions push the lead up to 12. Narvison has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And the run continues. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Flying forward on the ground. And that play reaches the end zone. The two-point conversion slims the lead down to 4. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready?
He'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go!
Now here he goes on the boot. He rolls to his right. Connects on the crosser. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Hey!
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we were... It's the end of 3. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Here's a throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Ready, go!
To the air on 3rd and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Working quickly here. They send the tight end in motion left. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He has the burst over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. Another throw here for McCarthy. Completed to his running back. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Again, McCarthy to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. That's completed right side. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Ready? 70 Lions. Ready?
Another one for Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's good for a couple of yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and it couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play. Now to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Minnesota spends its second time out here. Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Give now to the running back. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. They give it to him again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10, still at that 15-yard line. Back to throw. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go,
try and pick this up on the ground. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. With the game on the line, here's Maddox Trujillo. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick is good. He got it! And they've taken back the lead. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0.